A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In today's channeling session, we would be talking about ego. Ego is painful. But who finds out ego is painful? It's the divine masculine who finds out that ego is the one thing that's causing this person, the DM, a lot of trouble and a lot of pain. And he's thinking about it after he got separated from the divine feminine, which was obviously his choice, his own desire to do that. But later on, when he got separated from her and he found out that she's very happy and she's doing really good and she could also be dating someone else, he felt really bad about it and his ego was hurt. In fact, it was the same ego that had stopped him from contacting her when he realized his mistakes. So I would be talking about this in this channeling. But before I go any further, I would like to tell you that for dream interpretation, for personal tarot readings, intuitive readings, for counseling and therapies, please go through the description box first. And once you're sure about what you want, then please write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com. Also, when it comes to Twinflame intuitive readings, I prefer not knowing anything about your journey. But in case of therapies, you have to share your personal Twinflame experience and a lot of other things that are from your past, because we need to release the traumatic energies, the trauma energy from there itself, from the childhood and adolescence wounds. Also, if I know so much about your Twinflame journey before I do the reading, then obviously the reading cannot be very honest and sincere. Like a lot of readers take information, they take all the information from the person and then they do the reading. Obviously, they know so much about the person's life and the Twinflame journey. It's easy to then predict so many things, right? So we don't want to do that. Now, coming back to this channeling, what has happened over here is that the divine masculine, he is now he and she, I'm saying he every time I am saying the divine masculine, but actually divine masculine energy can be in a girl or can be in a guy. In most cases, the DM is the one who's smothered with love. He is the enabled child. He was the enabled child, he or she, and the neglected one becomes the divine feminine. Now, why is divine feminine also struggling so much? She struggles a lot simply because she's not very confident about the decisions she makes. Say she shouts at the divine masculine or she expresses her anger. After that, she starts regretting. Oh, why did I say this? I should not have said this to him. Now he's going to get upset with me. Now he's going to leave me. Now he's going to find someone else, etc., etc. She's not bold and courageous. So this twin flame journey is designed in such a way that eventually the twin flame, the divine feminine twin flame will become bold, courageous, confident, and most importantly, she will revive her mother energy in her. She will revive her divine feminine energy in her. Okay? So I had spoken about in my live videos. Yesterday I did a live video on my other channel, which is Twin Flame Union, and I spoke about how in the Zulu tribes, they talk about two types of energies. One is the warrior energy and one is the divine feminine energy, which is called the mother energy. In twin flame world, we use divine masculine and feminine, but in their tribe, they use warrior and mother energy. Whether you are a man or whether you are a woman, the day you revive your mother energy, which is your nurturing energy, and anybody can revive it. Whether you are a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. You become so powerful, you become so fearless, because the mother energy or the divine feminine energy, it does not think practically or logically. You know, we tell you all, and I have personally also said in my channelings that the divine feminine should increase the logic and practicality, but that some people don't understand it fully. By that we mean that towards the divine masculine, because divine masculine is the one who's logical and practical. So with the divine masculine, you cannot be emotional. If you're going to be emotional, they are going to run away even more. You become practical and logical with them, with how they behave with you. You just act accordingly. You don't over exaggerate or you don't overdo anything. If they need some kind of assurance or if they need some kind of validation, then you do only as much as it's required, nothing more. If you beg them, if you chase them, if you ask for attention, somehow that shows that you're not confident enough in your energies as well. So here also same thing had happened, but eventually it was the masculine who decided to go away from the feminine. After the feminine went away from her due to divine intervention, due to divine grace, she realized that this is futile. Waiting for this person, going after this person, checking on this person, stalking on this person, trying to convince this person. So some of them got into another relationship, or some of them got into something they love a lot, so they started enjoying. And the most smartest one actually got into mission work. Those who get into mission work, they have revived the mother energy in them. It's a very powerful energy. I say that again and again. I'll say it. Once you have that energy in you, you will not care about anybody or anything. And this is not in a boisterous way or in a, superiority complex way. It's because you will not have any fears of love. You will not sit and fear that somebody is going to walk away on you, then how will you live without them? And people who have also tried karmic relationships, they also eventually get into the zone where they want to revive the mother energy, because the karmics also teach them the same thing, that they don't want to do all this. They are not so codependent that they would just be with anyone who doesn't even make them happy. Initially the karmics look like they make you very happy, but later on you realize that that's an illusion. That's a big delusion of the mind. Now here what's happening is that the DM had a very big ego. He still has that ego, so it's not like he is making the effort. Right now the DM is suffering a lot. But the good thing is, the very good thing that has happened is that he is realizing that it's his ego that has been putting him in all this pain. Simply because he cannot listen to any type of criticism, he cannot listen to any type of truth. So every time the divine feminine would tell him the truth on his face, that look, you need to get up, you need to do this, you need to do that, he would feel very bad about it, because his mother never really said anything to him. She pampered him a lot. Now if this divine masculine energy is in a woman, then it's always the father who ends up pampering and spoiling the girl so much that she thinks that any man should take her tantrums and any man should, be like a slave for her. So when the divine masculine, the feminine energy is in the man and she is the one, the DM, then she wants him to always say good things to her, always praise her, always compliment her, always be like, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, whatever you say. Even if you say it's daytime, in the night hours, he should say yes. That type of love. So I'm not saying this in a comical way, I'm saying it in a serious way, because there are many people who actually behave like that. They just want to be with someone who is always showing them how great they are, how beautiful they are, or how handsome they are, how nothing is wrong with them. They are a perfection, they are a statue of perfection, So when this person gets into a separation phase, and even they might get into karmic scenarios, they learn and they figure out that they have been such fools. Because this also happens after the DM goes through a lot of pain. So he tries to figure out that what is the reason that is causing me so much pain. And when he spends a lot of time alone and he feels that he does not have access to the divine feminine anymore, or he's extremely scared to face her, he cannot confront her. He knows that if he's going to contact her, he's going to confront her, she's going to rip him apart. And this fear of divine masculine is not because the feminine is actually going to do that. It's because he has done so many bad things, or he has been such a tantrumy person, full of tantrums, full of so much drama, so much attachment with his or her identity, that now they are realizing their mistake. Obviously we know that divine feminine was also at mistake, because she was not having confidence on her love. She did not have enough faith in God, and because of that lack of faith and because of that lack of confidence only, she paid a price for it. She got so humiliated. But eventually when she heals, she realizes that there are many people who love her with open arms. There are many people who understand her, many people who care about her. Now, another thing that I want to say in this channeling is that since this energy feels more like the runner-chaser dynamic energy, it could be possible that the divine masculine could come back to the divine feminine again, and then he might run away again after, somehow being okay and being straight with her. Because the lessons of ego they don't happen in just one day or even few months. One thing will happen that will break his ego. But he will miss her so much, he loves her so much for real that he would want to go back to her. Then after few months, again he will get back to the same habit patterns, and even the feminine will get back to the same habit pattern of not having enough faith, getting irritated very easily, giving up very easily, lack of patience, and always, because she has gone through neglect, so fear of neglect, fear of being ignored, and every time he will ignore her, she will also get triggered a lot and she won't have anything to do. When you don't have anything of your own to do, that's the time you're very focused on other people. You become very outwardly focused when within yourself, you are not aware enough, you're not present enough. Because if you're present enough and if you have lots of things to do, if you are present, obviously you will have lots of things of yours to do. You will love certain things will give you unconditional love, especially like the mission work. So at that point in time, she won't care whether he comes or he goes. There will be no remorse at all. If he wants to go, she will tell him, okay, fine, go away. And don't bother me for some time. That is the amount of confidence she will have on herself. She'll tell him, don't think that I cannot live without you. Don't ever make the mistake of thinking that I cannot live without you. I can live without you very easily and I'll be very happy without you. And this is not something that she's just saying via words. She will actually be able to show it to him. So later on, a lot of divine masculines also learn by maintaining this type of distance. When they see her from a distance or at a distance, they feel that she is actually very happy with or without him. So the way he was punishing her. Now let me also tell you that runner-chaser dynamic can also happen between those people who don't have karmic entanglements. Like, another person, another man or a woman. Some of them literally have very high ego, or some of them have been raised in an environment where they think that materialistic objects or materialistic things make you happy. So even he has to learn this lesson. Even he has to, revive the mother energy, the nurturing energy in him. Only when he revives the mother energy or the nurturing energy in him, he would want to become a real provider. A real provider is a person who doesn't just provide for himself or his ego. So maybe right now he wants to buy some fancy cars, or he wants to buy a fancy house or this and that. But he's not doing it for the feminine, or he's not doing it for someone else, or he's not earning money to sponsor somebody who's in need, or those things are not coming to his mind. But only when he sees her doing something like a mission work, then he realizes that, even my life should be like this. Even I should be doing things that make me happy, or I should be doing things that come from my authentic part of my soul. Alright, so this is where I would be closing this channeling session. Thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out.